Wanda Johnson, Oscar Grant's mother.
On such a case as this, we couldn't even get 6 hours of deliberation. And we have a new juror who came in who had not even probably reviewed the evidence with the other jurors. But the jury had already had their minds tainted. And so I believe, I still remember what Dr. King said, that he had a dream. I believe that one day, as a nation of people, that you guys will not look at us according to the color or content of our skin, but that we will be treated right as a people. And my son was murdered. He was murdered. He was murdered. He was murdered. My son was murdered. And the law has not held the officer accountable the way that he should have been held accountable. And I look at this, and I just say, like my brother said to any other family who goes through this, do not give up. Do not give up. Even though this system will fail us and let us down, God will never fail us, nor will he let us down. And I will trust in him until I die.
Wanda, do you have anything to say to the people in Oakland who are watching this, who have come out, who are out now watching the verdict and have supported you?
To my family in Oakland, Hayward, San Leandro, wherever you may be, this battle is not over. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and spiritual wickedness in high places. And we will continue to pray without ceasing, because we know that our deliverer, Jesus Christ, the Lord our Savior, mighty God, will deliver us. And that we will be a people who are heads and not tails. We will be a people who are first and not last. We will be a people respected among all peoples, equal.
Crowd continues to pour into this area as people continue to speak here at the podium at the intersection of 14th and Broadway. Frank and Julie.
Okay, Mike, we'll come back to you in just a couple of minutes. Right now, back down to Southern California, outside the courthouse, and Claudine Wong. Claudine?
Well, just a few minutes ago, we got some exclusive video of Johannes Meserly leaving this courthouse, headed for the Los Angeles County Jail, the one they call Twin Towers, which is just about 2 miles from here. We can show you that video. He left by with a couple of different police cars. You can see them. We had their lights and sirens on. It was very quick, but Johannes Meserly was in the back. He appeared to be in a jail jumpsuit and appeared to have a bulletproof vest on. He actually left with a very little attention besides the sirens going on. He pulled out of that sally port and was gone in just moments. Again, it was exclusive video that we obtained with our photojournalist Keith Crook, who was standing outside there, and as he rolled through, he didn't seem to have much of an expression on his face at all. But again, he was remanded into custody on these involuntary manslaughter charges inside the courtroom. He was taken down, apparently changed out of the suit he was in into the jail jumpsuit that they put inmates in, given the bulletproof vest, obviously for safety and security reasons, and then put in that car. I was told he was taken again to Twin Towers, which is the main Los Angeles County Jail here in Los Angeles. It is just about 2 miles from the courthouse. That is where he will spend some time. We're not sure if he will stay there until August 6th, which is his sentencing hearing, but he is in custody now, and he has now officially left the court.
Well, as you know, we as a family has been on this road for the past 19 months. We've lost many nights of sleep, been very stressful, and every day we happen to have to see this video of my nephew, my sister's son, being murdered by a police officer. We knew from the beginning that we was at war with the system. And as we know, many African Americans in all the communities across the United States, as well as Hispanic Americans all around this country, have been taking a look at this case in hopes that we can see the system work on behalf of us. And as we have come to notice, that we as a family has been slapped in the face by this system that has denied us the right to true justice. We truly do not blame the jury, but we blame the system. The jury was denied evidence that would not allow them to see the true person that committed the murder. It is my belief and the family belief that Manslaughter committed murder. It is the community's belief, and I'm sure all of you, that Manslaughter committed murder. How the jury saw this and came to their decision is not understandable to me and the family.
Bobby, help us understand what was going on as the jury ran off the murder.
I was denied the right because I was a minute late to be in the courtroom. So I had to stand outside and be told that there was no way I was going to be allowed to enter that courtroom. And yet I've been standing on behalf of my sister for the past 19 months.
But when you heard the verdict, what was your reaction?
Great disappointment. The verdict was not what we wanted, and it's very painful at this time to even talk about the verdict and the way it came back. But we believe that this battle is not over. Tony Peroni has a debt to pay.
That's right.
Johannes Manslaughter has a debt to pay.
That's right.
And if Johannes Manslaughter's debt don't be paid according to this system, there's a higher moral justice that he will pay to.
What do you say, Cephas, to all the people who are watching in Oakland and the people who may think violence is the answer at this point?
I have no power over the people in Oakland or any community that feel like they've been slapped in the face by the system and the decision of the jurors. Their reaction and response to that is their own individual feelings. I'm hurt. I can't speak for anyone else. My sister is crying. But those in the community will express their feelings in the way that they feel is appropriate for themselves. I've said from the beginning, as I'm saying today, we are a family of nonviolence, and those that have embraced us, that has been with us, that stood with us, been back and forth to court with us, done cried with us, those in the community that we know, a coalition of activists across the United States that we know truly wanted justice to occur, but have always expressed their First Amendment right to the injustice in a nonviolent way. It's my concern that those agitators, those policemen in civilian uniforms in that crowd agitating them could be the ones causing issues.